my YouTube family, and thanks for stopping by. I have already connected with your energy, and I was guided to these three cards for you, which is healing, forgiveness, and awareness. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. The healing card has shown up in your reading today because it is time for you to awaken to the healer within you. And I'm seeing that you are wanting and needing to heal. And you may be hearing the earth spirit calling you, or you may be feeling that you hear ringing in your ears humanity's hunger to find peace. Your own spirit's compassion may be calling you to participate in this time of planetary change, and it is essential to your own healing that you heed this call. Your guidance is to believe in your own emerging feelings and capabilities and to accept that the future you want will emerge only as you see the ways that you are already doing your healing work. You are asked to take heart and to believe in yourself as a healer. And you need to know that healing means more than reaching out and touching someone. Although this act does produce physical and emotional healing, healing is the process of revitalizing yourself and other living things through divine love. When you seek to heal yourself, you are really asking to become aware of the influence you exert on others and they on you and your life. The path of the spiritual searchers, which is to be a healer in some form, is the first to experience personally the mystical opening. And then you need to allow this wisdom to flow out into the world as a healing agent because you are already experiencing God in some ways. You are seeking to allow your healing potential to become known to others in order to use your ability to improve conditions on or within the earth. And you need to know that it is time for you to put your efforts towards making sure that you are okay. And you need to know that love is the common denominator of all living experiences. When you apply love without judgment or expectations, you always produce a healing result. And I'm seeing that the guidance available to you through the healing card, if you look closely at the flower on this healing card, it is asking you to recognize the essential center of your life, your spirit, and its ability to offer unconditional love and acceptance to yourself. Notice the center of the flower and its brilliance, which represents the universal essence or core of your life. Your life, like the flower, has an essential center. Through awareness of your spiritual core, you are able to draw divine realization into every aspect of your life to benefit all life. And you're being guided to realize that even though you may be experiencing roadblocks or caution signs in the pursuit of your dreams and your work and your healing, through love, you need to believe enough in yourself and your connection to the divine and the universe to see that you are already doing what is important, and you need to expand your hope. Rather than believing that your opportunities lie in the future, dependent upon other people or circumstances, you need to accept that you are meant to travel your journey alone for a while until you have fully reached your destination and until you have healed. Bring the force of your healing capability, your passion, and your skills together to help steer your life in a better direction. And you need to close your eyes and imagine that your spirit is a brilliant white star, just like the flower image on the card healing. Now, in your mind's eyes, place this white star on any part of your physical body or any part of the physical earth that needs healing. Imagine this perfect reflection of divine love is pulsating with love, pumping it into your body. And I feel that you need to know that when you heal, you will truly begin to live. And the forgiveness card has shown up in your reading today because it is time for you to start accepting responsibility for your life, releasing blame and the judgment of others. And the forgiveness card is showing me that beauty and opportunity lives beneath your old emotional scars. You have reached a point in your life when you are being directed to free up the energy you tied to old feelings and failures. Even though you may have worked on your dysfunctional patterns for years, this time in your life represents the final pass through for many of these persisting lessons. Forgiveness is the basis for spiritual work and happiness because it asserts that you can truly know and appreciate only your own life's journey and perspective. Forgiveness comes through turning your attention inward and using the spiritual energy of love to access your own relationship. Forgiveness is a spiritual initiative rather than one grounded in the emotions or the intellect. It is difficult to forgive others completely without reserving that small corner of your heart that asserts you were right and they were wrong. That is because you may be seeking to forgive others by using a rational explanation for the reason you should forgive. Truly releasing lingering remorse, guilt, or anger through reasoning is impossible, but once you realize that your failure to forgive hinders the flow of love in your life and the circulation of this essential energy throughout your body and mind, you are capable of forgiving others from a place deep within you. Love is the nature of the spiritual energy that guides your life and quite literally accounts for the inner balance that maintains physical health and emotional well being. Forgiving others allows you to release energy of love into your daily living, the love you need today in your life to help you meet challenges and to maintain your own inner light may still be tied to old unresolved hurts. Any apathy you are experiencing, any confusion, lack of direction, exhaustion, or sense of overwhelm may well stem from captive energy held in the small corner of your heart. Love is the emotional and spiritual energy that ties you to those who have hurt you. The issue that seems to defy forgiveness are always aligned in some way with love, the love you never received, the love that you offered and others rejected or betrayed, the love that used to manipulate or control you. Love is the basis of your life's well being, but in your spiritual tying your spiritual energy reserves to old hurts, you are severely limiting the energy of love available to you in the present moments. Perhaps this is the time to search your heart for those you still need to forgive more fully. And the simplicity and elegance of the single on this card, forgiveness, on the single golden flower image on the card shows you quite strikingly your guidance from this day. And the card is talking about partnerships and relationships in order to expand your current level of spiritual awareness and the love in your life. You are encouraged to release old grievances and reorder each day so that you are no longer accumulating new grievances against yourself or others. The flower image grows straight and true to its purpose. You too are emerging from the time of less clarity into a more obvious and fulfilling life path. This image on the card, forgiveness, is not shadowed in any way by yesterday's burdens. So you are also encouraged to accept each day without the carryover of previous troubles and grievances. Each evening and each morning, you can move and meditate and pray through previous hurts and burdens. And every energy follows every conversation and interaction. Ask yourself, is this exchange with my partner, friend, or child productive? Am I learning, sharing, accepting, participating, or feeling otherwise positively engaged? Have I or are they closed down, and are we only going through the motion of sharing? Experience your different responses to people and situations. Try saying to yourself, I forgive you, and I forgive me for being caught in the process of change and for our being unable to see each other clearly. Pay attention to the thoughts you have as you fall asleep and those that are on your mind when you wake up. These thoughts embody the situation and the people needing your forgiveness. Releasing yourself from having to be what others want or need lets you find your own true self. Be true to yourself today by forgiving everyone and everything that you meet. Then you will be free to live in love. And the awareness card has shown up in your reading today because it wants you to start gaining spiritual insight as you release past emotional pain. The awareness card has shown up in your reading today to further awaken your spirit and to help you feel safe as you break through past limitations. You may feel dulled by life and long for a peak spiritual experience that will assure you of your path. The awareness card comes to you to say that spiritual growth is a process, and feeling stalled may indicate that you are still observing and learning, available from a recent significant change in your life. Feeling glued to your present state may also indicate that you need to accept the nature of normal day to day change and awareness. Your entire life has a focus, and this focus is at your center, the center of your being, which is your spirit or inner mind. Your essential self is given the work of discovering itself, and this is the journey through life. You may wonder why it is that you seem to have come to into this life having had this essential knowing and knowledge erased. It would seem so much easier to be able to recognize inherently the differences between impulses arising from the divine and those arising as coping mechanisms for life. And your essential knowledge has not been erased, merely implanted deeply within you, merely implanted deeply within you, so that you must search in the right ways to discover it. The divine is seen in everything in every way. You cannot go to the store, eat a meal, pat your family dog, or sleep in the arms of your lover without knowing the God within you or the love within you. Likewise, you cannot hear of the death of a friend, say goodbye to your children as they head into the world, or leave a job, or break your leg and not know God. God is the totality of your living experience. Your journey into awareness is to imagine that everything you eat, think, touch, and observe each day is somehow teaching you about God. You desire to become aware of God, and it is time for you to start recognizing that. And as you realize that you are an inseparable part of God and the universe, you want to know more of the ways to accept the realization. When you meditate, you have the opportunity to accept God into your heart, because you are accepting your own divine nature. And this acceptance allows a suitable but life shifting merger to take place. Awareness of your acceptance encourages merging with the divine, and this process is the pathway to enlightenment. And the guidance through the awareness card, through the flower that appears on the card, tells you that you are emerging through past pain, loss, fear, rejection, and abuse to assume a more dramatic and visible means of life and living, and you're entering a powerful time of spiritual insight because of your desire to learn from past negative experiences. Your healing capacity is being awakened, and you may discover that more advanced level of spiritual insight are becoming available to you. You may discover, for instance, that you have skills you never knew, and you can easily imagine this card awareness speaking to you from the angels because of the soft, creamy color of the petals and the orange balancing energy of the center of the flower. The flower is suggesting that you too will benefit from becoming or remaining soft and receptive, seeking balance continually from the universe as the basis for your life. And the flower carries an extremely positive energy for transformation into new levels of insight. Be sure not to underestimate your worth or your ability to maximize upcoming opportunity. The card awareness tells you to be aware of suitable influences and not to discount whatever comes to you, because it offers you opportunities to reclaim your inner power. Because you are part of the suitable energy field of the entire universe, you are able to sense life force in other people and such living things. And you need to try opening your eyes and talking directly into the flower, sharing your daily concerns and expectations and needs and dreams, or talking to a specific flower each day is especially effective, and it will help you awaken. And dialogue, awaken dialogue with your angels, and you will be able to hear clear guidance from them. You are healing the parts of you that have been hard to heal. And once you heal, I feel that it will be easier for you to find forgiveness within your heart. And when you find forgiveness in your heart, that is going to open your awareness and expand it more. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. I would like to thank you again for stopping by and allowing me to connect with you. I hope that this reading has provided the insight that you were seeking. If this reading resonates, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that you can receive notifications when I post your new reading. And if you would like to become a member of my channel or make a donation to my channel, the link is in the description and it will be greatly appreciated. Well, until next time, goodbye, my lovelies.